Pepe, so as you were coming on, I get this on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
There it is right there. Let me change this. You see it in the middle. So this is something, the one in the middle is something that I usually don't get. I don't know if you can see it.
You know what? I'm reading something very similar on my phone. Is
it's
this
confirmed.
the IRGC Navy warning to all vessels in the Persian Gulf and the Sea of Oman in Farsi and in English? Probably it's the same thing.
Yes, that happened. No, that happened. So the warning. Sorry.
Yes, go ahead. They said all ships will be struck.
Yep. They said the Strait of Hormuz is now closed. All ships will be struck.
Exactly.
And there's also been missile alerts in Dubai an hour ago.
Dubai. Exactly.
Yeah, in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. That was an hour ago. But now again in a few seconds ago as well. I'm trying to get more information on this. There was a flight as well that was landing in Dubai International Airport that had to redirect. So I don't know whether the missile threat was close to the airport or went through the airspace there. We don't know what has been targeted. There's reports of 2 explosions. The UAE's Ministry of Defense says Iran launched 4 cruise missiles towards the country, with 3 intercepted over territorial waters and the 4th falling into the sea.
Okay, let's go for the big picture. Okay, the most important thing. The so-called American blockade was blockaded today by the IRGC. I'm sure all of you, our audience, you've seen the new map. The new map is absolutely outstanding. I put it on my X account, so probably you also did, Mario. Basically, it's UAE ports are now blockaded by the IRGC Navy. So this means essentially blockading not only the UAE, but everybody else, Kuwait, Bahrain, etc. So this is a much larger area than just around the Qasem Island in the Iranian territorial waters and around it. This goes to the other side as well. And in terms of the UAE, now they are caged in. There's nowhere else to go. And that includes Fujairah. Fujairah is now inside the limits of the IRGC Navy blockade. So this is escalation trap on both sides. It's immensely dangerous. So we cannot possibly expect the Americans to send destroyers, anything, to the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz, because they will be sunk. Generals in the Pentagon know that. This is off limits for them. So how are they going to they will continue to enforce their blockade down there in the extremities of the Gulf of Oman, actually the Arabian Sea or the Southern Indian Ocean. It's not working because a lot of tankers are going back and forth, Iranian linked and others as well. But this move by the IRGC Navy is they have been telegraphing this move for a few days. No U.S. military vessels will be allowed near the Strait of Hormuz or in the Persian Gulf for that matter. So what are we going to have? Are we going to have a sort of a Gulf of Tonkin remixed? Like a false flag that would enable the U.S. to launch another devastating attack that is going to last, 3-4 days? And then that's it. There's no more weapons. Is this going to change the situation on the ground and the big picture geopolitically? Of course not. Iran will not fold, period. So now it's a battle of wills. And when it comes to the government, when it comes to the whole apparatus of the government, and if you look carefully at what people who are very close to the deciding circles, and some of them, the usual suspects. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm getting another alert.
Do you need? Go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, I don't need to. Wow. Iran is pissed at the UAE.
Well, and
That's
vice
nothing about
versa.
here.
They're pissed at each other because let's go straight to the point. For all practical purposes, the UAE is at war against Iran. They are directly at war. There's no, there's no going around it. And Iran, for the moment, they have been very, they are measuring how they're going to respond because they have evidence of everything that was launched using bases in the UAE or a direct UAE input in terms of some of their aircraft. They have all that data in detail. They have not responded yet. So this blockade of the UAE ports de facto today by the IRGC Navy is the first step. There's going to be more stuff coming. And now we are right in the middle of the worst possible escalation trap from both sides. So the IRGC Navy game is very, very clear. The whole area around in the Persian Gulf, around the Strait of Hormuz, north, around, and south, that's it. It's totally blockaded for hostile ships and for American military vessels. How is the U.S. going to respond to that? Any response is this means a firefight is inevitable, which nobody wants this, apart from the usual suspects. We don't need to say who they are, right? So it's very, very worrying. It's very, very worrying because there's no. It's once again the way this thing is not evolving. It's the death of diplomacy. The Iranians have been trying to maintain a semblance of diplomacy. They sent these 14 points. Okay, it changes. There were 5 points, then 10 points, then back to 3. Now it's 14. But it's basically the same message. And everybody who's following the story in West Asia and around, they know that, okay, the 3 main points in that order. First of all, to end the war, and not only the war against Iran, but the war against the axis of resistance as a whole. Number 2, we will discuss the Strait of Hormuz. In fact, they are already discussing with Oman. We're probably going to have 2 toll booths, one in Iran and one in Oman. That's it. Because, of course, these are not international waters. These are territorial waters of Iran and Oman.
But there's another missile attack. Another missile attack now.
Another missile attack from
they're going off at the UAE, from Iran, yeah. Right
from
now.
Iran against the UAE?
Yeah, another one. 2 and 15, 17 minutes.
Mario, this could be the beginning of their response to the UAE being de facto aligned with
so
US against them.
They struck, Iranian missile struck a cargo vessel 36 nautical miles north of Dubai, approximately off the coast of Ajman, where the explosions were heard.